Good afternoon, friends. Myself Prem Sir. Yesterday we discussed some of the current affairs from the last week, and now we are going to discuss some of the other current affairs which are important for your upcoming exams. Okay, let's start. Okay, we have a question on Red Road. Red Road, which is recently seen in news, is in which state? Okay, the options are Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh. Please attend this question. Okay, we will discuss this question after 10 seconds. Please attend this question. Okay, the right answer is Madhya Pradesh. By the way, what is Red Road? As the name suggests, there are red color patches on this road, okay, to psychologically stop someone from overspeeding. Okay, let's see the diagram how a red road looks like. Okay, see, this one is a red road. Okay, this is built on NH 45 of Madhya Pradesh. Okay, to reduce the accidents which are caused by overspeeding of vehicles in environmental sensitive zone, or we can say wildlife sensitive zones. See the details. Okay, India's first red road, that is tabletop marking. Okay, see what is tabletop marking? These red patches are tabletop marking. Okay, was implemented on NH 45 in Madhya Pradesh, passing through Birangana Durgavati Tiger Reserve, okay, by NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, to protect wildlife. This is the sole purpose. Okay, these 5 mm thick, 5 millimeter thick, these red patches will consist of 5 millimeter thick. Okay, thick raised red thermoplastic markings covering a 2 kilometer stretch. It consists of a 2 kilometer stretch on the highway, act as a psychological barrier. As I told you earlier, that they will compel you psychologically to slow down your vehicle while passing by this road. Okay, compelling drivers to reduce speed, thus preventing animal vehicle collisions. Okay, we shall move to next question. Okay, the next question reads, PM E-Drive scheme is launched by which ministry? Which union ministry launched PM E-Drive scheme? We have 4 options. The first option is Ministry of Electronics, second option Ministry of Road and Transport, third is Ministry of Defence, fourth one is Ministry of Heavy Industries. Please attend this question. We will discuss about it after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the question. Okay, the right answer is Ministry of Heavy Industries. Okay, let's see the details. What is PM E-Drive scheme? Okay, see the details. Recently, the Ministry of Heavy Industries, okay, has extended subsidies for electric two-wheelers. Why in news? Why PM E-Drive is in news? That's the point. Till 31st July 2026. Okay, and for electric rickshaw and electric cars. What are electric cars? You all understand about electric rickshaw, but what is electric cart? You can see electric cars in Puri. Okay, which is used by Sri Jagannath administration, Puri Sri Jagannath administration, to help elderly peoples to reach Jagannath Dham, that is Jagannath the original Jagannath temple, that is electric carts. Okay, electric cars till 31st March. You can also see them in Nandankanan Zoological Park. Okay, Nandankanan Zoological Park. Those persons who are unable to move so long by their own, they can opt for this electric carts to maneuver via the Nandankanan Zoological Park. Okay, electric carts till 31st March 2028 under the PM E-Drive scheme. Okay, let's discuss what is PM E-Drive scheme. We discussed which ministry launched the PM E-Drive scheme, that is Ministry of Heavy Industries. Okay, the PM E-Drive, what E-Drive stands for? Electric Drive Revolution in Innovative Vehicle Enhancement. Okay, scheme is a flagship scheme. There are some certain flagship schemes of the Government of India. Initiative launched in October 2024. Okay, it came into effect from 1st October 2024. Okay, as we discussed earlier. Its primary aim is to accelerate the adoption of electric vehicles. Okay, there is also one scheme that is FAME, faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles, and FAME 2. Okay, this is just to promote electric vehicles. Okay, establish charging infrastructure and build a robust EV manufacturing ecosystem. Okay, like we can say plug and play model. Okay, or we can say manufacturing parks, okay, in the country. The key objectives is to speed up the transition to EVs by offering upfront incentives. Upfront incentive means giving incentives in an honest manner. We can say first give the incentive like that. Upfront means to promote the incentive, okay, for EV purchases and encouraging the development of charging infrastructure. See, we are promoting EV vehicles in 2-wheelers, 3-wheelers or 4-wheelers. But if we don't have any charging infra which is located far remote regions of India, or we can say Odisha, then there is no meaning of then the scheme will not going to be successful, because you have to charge your electric vehicle at your convenience, right? Just like you can add petrol to your vehicles at your convenience, just like that. Okay. Okay. The next question reads: Qader missile recently seen in news is a which type of missile? Okay, Qader missile. Qader missile. Okay. Option A ballistic, option B cruise, option C short range air to air missile, option D anti-tank missile. Please attend this question. We will discuss this question after 10 seconds. Okay, the right answer is cruise missile. Okay, it's a missile possessed by Iran, right? See, about Qader cruise missile. We will discuss what is cruise missile or what is ballistic missile. Okay, it is a medium range. Remember this fact, it is a medium range shore based. Shore based means what? It is used for what? Naval warfare, like that. Anti-ship cruise missile developed by Iran and deployed by its naval forces. Okay, features. What are the features of Qader missile? Okay, it is used by naval forces to target ships. Okay, it is an upgraded version of Noor missile. Noor missile is also belongs to Iran, okay, which is based on Chinese missile design. The Noor missile system is based on the Chinese. The design of the Noor missile system is based on the Chinese missile system. Okay, missile design range. What is the range of this Qader missile, the missile has a reported range between 120 and 300 kilometers. That's why cruise. Okay, if this one to be a ballistic, it must surpass continents like 1,000 kilometers, like more than 500 kilometers or more than that, right? It is designed for sea targets. As we say, this is a naval warfare missile such as warships and tankers. It carries a warhead of about 200 kilograms of high explosives. Okay. What are cruise missiles, by the way? Okay, a cruise missile is a guided missile. Okay, guided missile. What should we mean by guided missile? Guided missiles are missiles which can maneuver through obstacles. Okay, but as opposite to this, there is ballistic missile. Ballistic missiles are not easily maneuverable. They have a distinct or specific target and they follow a parabolic path. But cruise missiles go along the surface of the terrain, or we can say terrain missiles. They maneuver through the terrain. See, that flies at low altitudes. Okay, low altitude. That's why they often cannot be detected by radar because of their low altitude. Okay, often following the contours of the terrain, avoid radar detection. Okay, features. What are the features of cruise missile? It flies at low altitude, as we discussed earlier. They fly in low altitude. Powered by jet engines, can maneuver around obstacles. Okay, guidance system. Through which the missiles can guide themselves. Okay, that is GPS, terrain contours matching, inertial navigation. Okay, speed, subsonic to supersonic, Mach 0.8 to 3. You all know about sonic, like subsonic, it means less than the speed of sound. If a missile speed is less than the speed of sound, then we can say that one is a subsonic missile. If a missile goes faster than the speed of sound, we can say supersonic. If the speed of the missile is more than 5 Mach, the 1 Mach is the speed of sound, okay, then we can say that is a hypersonic missile. Majority of cruise missiles are between range of subsonic, supersonic, but cruise missiles. But ballistic missiles can go up to a range of hypersonic. Okay, hypersonic range. That is up to, we can say, up to 20 Mach speed. This is a extremely high speed, right? Range. Short to medium. Okay, 50 to 2500 kilometers. Launch platforms, air, sea. We can launch them from air. Can also launch them from sea and land platforms. Examples: BrahMos, Nirbhaya, Tomahawk. These both are our missiles, Indian missiles. Tomahawk is a USA designed missile. Okay, it's a short range missile. BrahMos 1 is a subsonic, supersonic, and BrahMos 2, which we are in the development phase, it's a hypersonic missile. It's going to be hypersonic missile, BrahMos 2. Okay, Nirbhaya is fast cruise missile, we can say, in India, right? Okay. The next question is, OECD headquarters is in which city? OECD, you all know, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Is in which city? Options read: Paris, Vienna, Davos, Nairobi. Please attend this question. Okay, we will discuss about it after 10 seconds. Okay, the right answer is Paris. Okay, the city of which hosts the Eiffel Tower, right? Okay, see the details. Okay, recently OECD, that is the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, projected India's economy to grow at 6.1%. This is a fact. This fact can be asked in prelims. Okay, 6.1% in 2026 to 2027. This data was given by OECD. Okay, see, what is OECD? The OECD was established on December 14, 1960 by 18 European nations plus US and Canada. US plus Canada plus 18 European nations. Okay, Okay. OECD members are typically democratic countries. They promote democracy. We can say both political democracy, as the organization also stands for economy, it is also promoting economic democracy, that is free market economy. Okay, free market, that is the okay, that support free market economies. Liberal economy, right? Members. It is an international organization of 38 countries. This is not a large organization, just it's like we can say UN or other. Okay, this organization consists of 38 countries committed to democracy. Okay, that is a political democracy and market economy. Okay, goal. The stated goal of the OECD is to shape policies that foster prosperity. Okay, equality, opportunity, and well-being for all. Okay, we can found all of them in our DPSP. Okay, the OECD publishes economic reports, statistical database, analyses, and forecasts on the outlook for economic growth and worldwide. Okay, the organization also seeks to eliminate bribery. Bribery is a major cause of concern for India also. Other financial crimes worldwide, because this is a we can say systemic failure. See, always remember, bribery is not a phenomena which is only concentrated in services, or we can say government service or anything like that. Bribery is in our social system. Okay, if you wish for the things you don't deserve to, okay, that we can say bribery. You are promoting bribery like that. Okay, the OECD maintains a so-called blacklist of nations that are considered uncooperative tax havens. We also know about blacklist in a different organization, that is FATF, which countries are the sponsors of terror, okay, and money laundering. FATF categorizes them as blacklist. As of now, there are 3 countries which are in FATF blacklist. Okay, India is one of the many non-member economies with which the OECD has working relationship in addition to its member countries. Always remember, India is not a member of OECD. Okay, India has been an OECD key partner. Okay, since 2007. Headquarter Paris, France. Okay, there are some of the details which you should remember for our exam. Okay, this is an easy question, I hope. Sonowal Kacharis, recently seen in news, belongs to which region of India? Sonowal Kacharis are a tribal group. Okay, tribal group. Options read: Western, Central, Northeast India, South India. See, please attend this question. Okay, the right answer is Northeastern India. You heard about Sarbanand Sonowal? By the way, who is he? He is our present Ports and Shipping Minister in Union Ministry. Union Ports and Shipping Minister, right? He is also the former Chief Minister of Assam. By the way, in ports and shipping, this is his second tenure. Okay, see why the species or why the tribe is in news. Okay, a new study has identified 39 plants used by the Sonowal Kachari community. Okay, 39 plants. Okay, to treat ailments means diseases like ranging from fever and cough to kidney stones and skin diseases. They discovered 39 varieties of plants which are used to cure such diseases, right? About Sonowal Kacharis. Who are Sonowal Kacharis? They are an indigenous people who live in Northeast India, majorly in Assam. The vast majority of the Sonowal live in Assam. Okay, they are third largest plain tribe in Assam. Okay, one of the oldest tribes of Assam, both. Okay, smaller groups live in Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya. They spread through northeast India, but majority of their population were concentrated in Assam. Then we can find them in Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram as well. Okay, sorry, Meghalaya as well. Sorry, they are recognized as a scheduled tribe, plains in Assam. They are of Mongoloid origin. Okay, we have four race. We can say Caucasoid, Australoid, Mongoloid, and Negrito. Okay, they belong to Mongoloid origin. Linguistically, the Sonowal Kacharis people belong to the Tibetan language family. Okay, Tibetan language. The name Sonowal comes from the word for gold. Sono, Sona. Okay, Sonowal. Okay, the traditional occupation of Sonowal was panning for gold during the Ahom kingdom. Ahom dynasty you all heard about, very powerful dynasty, very strong dynasty, right? Today the Sonowal are primarily engaged in agriculture. They grow rice, betel nuts, sweet potatoes and cotton. Okay, the Sonowals are believed to have very rich traditional knowledge in indigenous medicines. That's why they discovered 39 varieties of plants which can cure very different types of ailments. Okay, let's move to the next question. National Biodiversity Authority is a which type of body? Okay, NBA is a which kind of body? Option read are constitutional, non-constitutional, statutory, regulatory. Okay, please attend this question. We will discuss about it after 10 seconds. Okay, let's answer the question. It is a statutory body. Okay, right? What is a statutory body? If any body created under the provision of law created by the parliament, that body we can say it's a statutory body. Okay, see the details. Okay, the National Biodiversity Authority (NBA) launched short-term internship programs up to 3 months. Okay, for students who are undergoing graduation or post-graduation. This is why the NBA is recently in news. This is the point. What is NBA? It is a statutory body. Okay, established under the Biological Diversity Act (BDA), that is 2002. Okay, it was formally set up in 2003. It was established under the Act of BDA. Okay, but formally set up. The body was set up in 2003. Headquarters is located in Chennai, Tamil Nadu. It's a prelim pointer. Okay. The NBA houses at Chennai, the headquarters of NBA. Okay, that is Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Functions: the NBA performs facilitative, regulatory, and advisory functions for the government of India, particularly on matters related to conservation of biodiversity, sustainable use of biological resources, how to use the biological resources sustainably, and the fair and equitable sharing of benefits derived from them. Okay, that if anyone practicing biopiracy, okay, NBA is the authority who should take action on them, right? That is the equitable sharing of benefits derived from them. Okay, next question. Which element is used as a coolant in MRI machines? MRI machines you all know. Okay, it's a scanning machine which scans majority of our body organs or brain. Okay, options are hydrogen, nitrogen, neon, helium. Please attempt this question. Okay, let's discuss the question. The answer is helium. Okay, helium is used as a coolant in MRI machine. Why helium is used? Because helium has extremely low temperature coefficient. We can say almost if you freeze helium up to -200, more than -200, it will still be a gas. Like an MRI machine use liquid heliums, right? If at such low temperatures helium can exist as a gas, think about the temperature of liquid helium. It's very low. Okay, let's discuss about it in more detail, right? See, India's, why in news? Why helium is in news? India's semiconductor and printed circuit board industry is bracing for potential disruption in helium supplies after Iran attack on Qatar's last weapon LNG hub. Okay, Qatar, the largest producer of helium is USA, by the way. Okay. By the way, we import helium from Qatar also, but Qatar produces helium from Ras Laffan LNG plant. Due to war escalations, this LNG hub is affected heavily. Okay, what is helium, by the way? It is an inert gas. We have 6 inert gases, or we can say noble gases or rare gases, that are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. They are noble gases in the periodic table. Okay, helium is the first gas which stands atomic number of 2. Okay, it is an inert gas, does not react with other substances or combust. Okay, it was discovered in 1868 by Jules Janssen and Norman Lockyer via a yellow spectral line during a solar eclipse. No need to remember this fact. Okay? Yellow spectral line during a solar eclipse. Named after helium, helios meaning sun. Okay. What are the properties of helium, by the way? Its atomic number is 2, making the second lightest. What is the lightest element? Hydrogen. Okay. Lightest element, second lightest element after hydrogen. Helium also has a very low boiling point. See the boiling point. -268.9 degrees Celsius. Okay. Very low boiling point. I told you earlier that it is a very low boiling point of more than -200 or less than -200, we can say, allowing it to remain a gas even in super cold environment. Okay, and MRI machines use liquid helium. Then you can imagine the minimal low temperature of that liquid helium. Okay, the gas is non-toxic but cannot be breathed on its own because it displaces oxygen humans needs for respiration. Okay, it is the only element that cannot be solidified by sufficient cooling at normal atmospheric pressure. Always remember this fact. This is an important fact. Helium is the only element which cannot be solidified by sufficient cooling at normal temperature. If we cool any element, that element is going to condense. Like if we cool a gas, like that is LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, they convert it into liquids. But if we further cool the liquid, they will convert it into solid, that is condensation. But helium does not show this property, right? That's why helium is a special element. Largest global reserves, okay, I always told you earlier, USA. Highest global reserve is in USA. Algeria is a continent Africa and Russia. Where is India's reserves are located? India's Rajmahal volcanic basin, that is in Jharkhand, is a significant helium reservoir trapped for billions of years. Okay, application of, what are the application of helium? Pressurized fuel tank. It is used to pressurize fuel tanks, ensuring fuel flows to the rocket's engine without interruption. Okay, cooling system, as we read earlier, the question is about cooling system. It is used in cooling system of rockets because of such level of low temperature. In parachutes also we used helium due to its inertness. Okay, inertness and lightness both. Hydrogen is also that, but this is not a inert gas. That's why you use helium. Okay. The next question. Attend this. It's a good question. What is the motto of Assam Rifles? Okay. The options are A, duty unto death. B, there should be a space in between. Okay. Duty unto death. Service and loyalty. Protection and security. And fourth option is sentinels of the northeast. Please attend this question. We will discuss after 10 seconds. Okay, let's discuss the answer. The right answer is Sentinels of the Northeast. Or there is a translation of the motto also, Friends of the Hill People. Friends of the Hill People. They both are the motto, Friends of the Hill People. If you go to the official site of Assam Rifles, they mention the both. Friends of the Hill People and Sentinels of the Northeast, right? Okay. Why Assam Rifle as of now is in news? Okay. See why in news. This statement. Recently, the Union Home Minister has extended Raging Day greetings to the courageous personnel of the Assam Rifles. Okay. By the way, Assam Rifles Commander CAPF. Okay. Central Armed Police Force. They are the oldest organization under CAPF. Okay. CAPF consists of 6 paramilitary forces. First one is there is no numbering of such, but in discussing BSF, CISF, Central Industrial Security Force, CRPF, Central Reserve Police Force, SSB, Sashastra Seema Bal, Assam Rifles, and ITBP, Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force. Okay, they are the paramilitary forces. They come under the not under the Defense Ministry. They come under Home Ministry, right? Home Ministry is their parent ministry. It is one of the 6 Central Armed Police Forces that come under the MHS administrative control, right? Okay, function. It conducts counter-insurgency operations in the northeastern India. That's why they are being called as the Sentinels of the Northeast, or we can say Friends of the Hill People. Northeast majorly is a hill terrain, right? That's why Friends of the Hill People. Other areas were deemed necessary. Okay, headquarters. Where is the headquarters of the Assam Rifles located? In Shillong. Shillong is in where? Where? Meghalaya. The abode of clouds, right? Headquarters Director General of Assam Rifles, DGAR, is in Shillong. Assam Rifles, history and major roles played. Assam Rifles has its origin in 1835. See the oldest, as I told you earlier, as a militia called the Qader Rifles, okay, to protect British tea estates, to protect British interests. They are being created, okay, and their settlements against tribal raids, okay. It later become the frontier force, okay, frontier force, conducting punitive expeditions across the border of Assam, okay. Punitive, not preventive, right? In 1870, the existing elements were merged into the 3 Assam military police battalions, sending over 3,000 men as part of the British Army, European and West Asia. In 1917, the name was changed to Assam Rifles, okay. Earlier, they are called what? Frontier Force. In 1917 only, after that we call them as Assam Rifles, right? By the way, BSF borders Pakistan. BSF paramilitary forces guard the borders of Pakistan and Bangladesh. Okay. CISF, they are in critical infra sites and the PSUs of India, like airports, or we can say Bhabha Atomic Research Center, okay, CSIR, okay, like that. Critical infrastructures, strategic infrastructures, okay. CRPF, you all know about them. They are used for counter-insurgency, Naxalite, okay, Maoist insurgency, and all of them, okay. To manage the crowd also, like in Puri Rath Yatra, there are battalions of CRPF personnel who are engaged in managing the crowd, right? SSB, Sashastra Seema Bal, they are responsible for guarding the borders of Nepal and Bhutan. These two only, okay? Assam Rifles, Myanmar border. Okay, ITBP, as the name says, Indo-Tibetan, the China border, right? Okay, let's move the next question. Okay, this is an interesting question. Where is the Minor Planet Center located? Minor Planet Center. MPC. This is the astronomy question. Okay, science, rocket science based question. Option A, Cambridge, Massachusetts. B, Seattle in Washington, California, or Vancouver. Please attend this question. Okay. Let's discuss the question. The right answer is Cambridge, Massachusetts. You may get confused about Cambridge, which is in England. Okay, Cambridge is a city or located in England also, but there is a Cambridge city in the Massachusetts states of USA. Massachusetts is the state name and Cambridge is the city name. Okay, don't confuse it with the England Cambridge. Okay, right? Okay, what are the details? Let's discuss about the details. Okay, see. Recently, why in news? The Minor Planet Center (MPC) announced 15 new moons had been found, 4 around the Jupiter, 11 around the Saturn. Oh, by the way, Saturn has the highest number of moons in our solar system. Okay, and the largest moon belongs to Jupiter, that is Ganymede. Right? This is the largest moon. Okay. But highest number of moons, Saturn. I think it's around 238 or something like that, near to this figure. Okay. The second list drop down to 100 also. There is no other planet which consists of such highest level of moons other than Saturn. Okay. About Minor Planet Center. Okay. It is the wire's primary repository. Repository means what? It's a like we say, yesterday we study about what? Calm brain. It's a psychiatric disorder repository. Just like that, wire's primary repository for all observations of small bodies, right, in the solar system. Okay, it is located in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Okay, it operates at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Laboratory Observatory under the International Astronomical Union (IAU). This is a very famous observatory, Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory, SAO. Okay. Okay. This process is not that much important. Okay. This determines how a small body can found by the process of. Okay. There is no need to remember this fact. Okay. The next question: who was the second Sikh Guru in Sikhism? Second Sikh Guru, okay? Second Sikh Guru in Sikhism. Answers are, options are, sorry. Guru Gobind Singh, Guru Angad Dev, Guru Arjan Dev, Guru Tegh Bahadur. Please attend this question. We will discuss about it after 10 seconds. Who was the second Sikh Guru in Sikhism? Okay, let's discuss the answer. Okay, the right answer is Guru Angad Dev. Okay, Guru Gobind Singh is the 10th Sikh Guru, right? Why Guru Gobind Singh? The 10th or last, we can say both, right? After this, the Guruship was transferred to Guru Granth Sahib. The holy text in what? Sikhism. Like we have Gita, we have Quran, we have Bible. They have this, right? Guru Gobind Singh. They also the founder of Khalsa Panth, right? Okay. Guru Angad Dev is the second Sikh Guru. He developed the Gurumukhi script. Gurumukhi script. Right? Okay. Guru Arjan Dev and Guru Tegh Bahadur. Guru Tegh Bahadur is the 5th. Sorry, he is the 9th. This Guru Arjan Dev is the 5th. Right? 5th Sikh Guru. Guru Arjan Dev, he is the first martyr. Sorry to say this. Being executed by Jahangir for not following his orders. Guru Tegh Bahadur is the second martyr in Sikhism. Okay, he was also executed by Aurangzeb. These two incidents caused the disharmony between the Mughal empire or in the Sikh empire. That is the okay. Let's see the details about it. Why in news? Recently, the Union Home Minister Amit Shah ji paid tributes to the second Sikh Guru Sri Angad Dev on the occasion of his Jyoti Jyot Divas. Right? Guru, okay, who was Guru Angad Dev? He born on 31st March, which is yesterday, death anniversary. Okay, in 29th March, see the coincidence. 29th March is the death anniversary, is the birth anniversary, right? Was born with the birth name of Lahana, the village of Matedi Sarai. Okay, Firozpur district of Punjab. There is a soft drink, okay, in Punjab, which is named as this Matedi Sarai. Okay, he was the second Sikh Guru. Okay, contribution of Guru Angad Dev. He introduced the Gurumukhi script, as we discussed earlier, standardizing the Punjabi language. Right, as he developed the script, the Punjabi language got standardized. He made extensive efforts to spread teachings of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the first Sikh Guru, far and wide. He introduced the teachings of Punjabi in Gurumukhi script by modifying the existing alphabets. Right, that's why he developed the Gurumukhi script. Right. Okay, let's move to the next question. Who among the following chairs the Cabinet Committee on Security? Recently, this committee is in news, right? That's why the question. Option A, NSA. Option B, Home Minister. Option C, Prime Minister. Option D, Defense Secretary. Right? Please attempt this question. We will discuss about it after 10 seconds. Okay, the right answer is Prime Minister. Cabinet Committee headed by or chaired by Prime Minister, right? Let's see why this is Cabinet Committee on Security is in news, right? Okay. It is headed by Prime Minister and is responsible for important discussions, as the name suggests, Cabinet Committee on Security, right? And decisions on defense policy, expenditure, matters related to national security, right? Okay. What is the history of this Cabinet Committee on Security? This is a less important fact, but we should discuss. A committee comparable to the current CCS structure, was first formed in the independent India in 1947 by the then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. This is a fact. You should remember this fact. Formed against the background of a newly independent nation facing national security challenges. We inherit majority of our security challenges from our independence, right? That's why the Britishers created us and the Pakistan, so that we always get tensed about our security. Okay, the divide and rule like that. It was reportedly chaired by Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru with Home Minister Sardar Patel, the first Home Minister, the first Prime Minister. Okay, Defense Minister Baldev Singh Ji and its members. Okay, it was after the 1999 Kargil War. Okay, that the committee evolved to adopt the present formal structure. This is the important fact also. Okay, of the CCS and became a high-powered committee for defense and national security both. Right. Over time, the CCS has evolved into the apex decision-making body, okay, concerning internal and external security matters of the government of India. Security matters of the government of India, more India also, right? No, government means India, right? Like that. Okay, the next question is, acha, where is Sarhul festival primarily celebrated? In which state, right? Option A, Goa, Tripura, Gujarat, Jharkhand. Sarhul. Sarhul, Sarhul festival, right? Goa, Tripura, Gujarat and Jharkhand. Shall we discuss? Okay. Sarhul festival primarily celebrated in Jharkhand, right? Jharkhand. It is also celebrated in parts of Odisha, parts of Chhattisgarh, right? But majorly concentrated celebrations happens in Jharkhand only, right? See, recently the President of India extended greetings to the countrymen on the occasion of Sarhul festival. Okay, President greeted the people of India, right? Sarhul, literally the worship of the sal tree. This is a fact. You should remember about it. As the name suggests, Sarhul means worshipping the sal tree, right? Sal is a very sacred tree among Hindus, right? Is among the most revered Adivasi festivals, right? It is rooted in nature worship. We all tribals are what we can say sentinels. We can say sentinels of nature. Right, and celebrates the symbolic union of the sun and earth. Obviously, the sal tree is revered as the abbot of Samama. Is a deity, local deity, goddess deity, right? The village protecting deity. Rituals. What are the rituals? A Pahan, male priest, right, represents the sun, while his wife Pahan and Pahan, his wife, symbolizes the earth, signifying the essential connection between sunlight and soil for sustaining life. See, the extremely rich festival, the richness of the festival. Okay, Sarhul marks the renewal of life. Obviously, it is celebrated by various tribes including Orang, Munda, Santhal, Khadia and Ho tribes, each with unique names and traditional associated with the festival. Sarhul is celebrated in Jharkhand, as we discussed earlier, parts of Odisha, West Bengal and Chhattisgarh, as we discussed earlier, right? By the way, which is the largest tribal community of India? Bhil. Okay, their population is almost 4.16 million, I think. The population is hovering around this figure, right? Second largest is Gond. Bhil is majorly found in central India, Madhya Pradesh, adjacent areas, right? Last question, okay. What is India's ranking in the Global Terrorism Index 2026? This is a recent, very recent news. Attempt this question. Okay, let's discuss the question. You have all the options, but right option is 13th rank. India hold the 13th rank in the Global Terrorism Index, right? Means 13th most affected country by terrorism, like that, right? By the way, for the first time ever, Pakistan holds the first position in any index. But sorry to say, this is a bad news for Pakistan. They no need to cheer about it. They are highly affected by terrorism, right? See the details. Recently, the Global Terrorism Index 2026 was published by, this is a fact, okay, Institute for Economics and Peace, IEP. Don't confuse it with the SIPRI, okay? Stockholm Peace Research Institute. This is the institute which publishes Global Terrorism Index, right? What are the details? These are important for exams. It is published by Institute for Economics and Peace, a Sydney-based independent non-profit think tank, right? Sydney is in Australia, right? You all know about the Sydney Opera House, which illuminates every New Year, right? The famous, very famous. It is a comprehensive study analyzing impact of terrorism for 163 countries, covering 99% of 99.7% of the world population. Okay, almost populations of the world, right? How they calculate this index? Okay, the GTI score each country on a scale of from 1 to 10, 0 to 10, sorry, where 0 represents no impact from terrorism and 10 represents highest measurable impact of terrorism, right? If we rank countries from 1 to 13, the first country that is in 2026 list is Pakistan. Pakistan scores will be nearing around 10. This produces a composite score so as to provide an ordinary ranking of countries on the impact of terrorism. Key highlights. What are the highlights of this index, right? Deaths from terrorism fell by 28% and incidents decreased by 22%. This is a good news for our world, right? 6 of the 10 countries most impacted by terrorism are in the sub-Saharan. This is the hotbed of terrorism, sub-Saharan Africa. As of now, majority of terror groups are active here. Some recent news are coming from last 2 to 3 months. That is the ISIS is active in this region, right? You all heard about the very dangerous group Boko Haram. It is only in sub-Saharan region, right? They are 6 of 10 countries, okay? For the first time, as we discussed earlier, Pakistan leads the index as the country most impacted by terrorism. India is placed at the 13th on the list. Right, our question. Deadliest terror outfits, which of the organizations are the deadliest in 2025? IS, as we discussed earlier, Jamaat-e-Nusrat, Al-Islam, Wal Muslimin, JNIM. This is a single name, right? Jamaat Nusrat al-Islam wal Muslimin, JNIM. You just remember JNIM, okay? Tehrik-e-Taliban, Pakistan, which is responsible for attacking the Pakistan military infrastructure in Pakistan, okay? Tehrik-e-Taliban and Al-Shabaab, right? They are the highly dangerous groups, right? When it compares to terrorism. Okay, friends? Okay. This is the end of the class. I hope you all enjoy and the information related about the discussion. Okay. Thank you for attending my class. Have a good day. Thank you.